It's probably the big red record button, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Um, hey everybody, I didn't plan on actually making a video anytime soon. I'm kind of in this like weird recovery spiral. Like it's a spiral, but I'm also recovering mentally, so I don't really know what to do. I'm sorry for the light level in here. It's very low, it's not very flattering. But these are not the things that we need to be worried about. We need to be worried about actually very little. I should try to de-stress more. I'm nervous. I'm nervous to be making a video. I know I uploaded fairly recently, as far as you guys are concerned. Like it's not my longest gap ever, but the mindset change that I have endured over the last like however long, a week and a half, 2 weeks, has been absolutely insane. I am really fast tracking the personal progress, but that has come with some things. I have never had a particularly strong sense of self-worth. I've never believed that I was really worth much in and of myself. And I've had this idea that it was like my purpose to help people or something. Like that's why I'm alive. Like I don't give a shit about me. Like let me just like figure other people's things out for them. Like make YouTube videos to help, or make like, I don't know, let's plays to distract people. Like something like, in my mind for my entire life, my life has been meaningless unless I was performing for someone, something. Whether it be performing a social interaction in the form of like networking for business, or you know, performing on YouTube, performing musically, performing. Everything has to be choreographed, performed, recorded. Like there are steps to everything. Like that's how I've lived my life up until like this week. I'm realizing that it is possible to have self-worth that comes from within. And I know that sounds insane because you are either one of two people. You are either someone who believes that you have self-worth and like it's intact and like you don't understand how someone could not value themselves, or you're someone who doesn't understand how the hell anyone could ever value themselves. How do you look at yourself, like the place you are in life? Many of us are full of self-hatred. I'm sure that many of you are full of self-hatred because I am full of self-hatred. And this idea that I have to perform and create for other people in order to justify my existence is a really toxic mindset that I fell into because I lacked self-worth. And now that I'm starting to realize that I am deserving of a life where I'm not constantly suffering, my approach to like YouTube and stuff is very different. I posted on the Patreon that like, hey, I'm sorry for not being on Patreon. Like I can't promise that I will be present. Please just like leave if you want. Because I don't know where I'm at right now with like making content, because even this right now feels like kind of a stretch for me. Like I feel like I'm being more vulnerable than maybe I should. I'm feeling like a sense of anxiety almost. And I've always felt anxiety when it comes to recording. Every video you've watched of mine was preceded by me being anxious for hours, if not days, ruminating and dwelling and thinking, I have to make this video perfect. I have to look perfectly good. I have to have every point sorted out in my mind. I have to edit every second of silence out. And the videos certainly don't play that way. They don't look that good. They don't look like someone put that much work into them, but you know, I did. And it was just mental chaos and anguish because I was forced to reckon with my complete lack of self-worth and existence as an autonomous being every time I made a video, because it brought out all of my insecurities, because I was performing for other people, because that was my substitute for having a personality. Which is really funny because a lot of the comments I get are, oh my god, I love your personality, you are so funny, you are so like... But honestly, guys, I don't have any idea who the hell I am. Like you think you have an idea of who I am from like watching my videos, like because like I seem pretty authentic, but I am so fucking fake and put on. I am so beyond authentic in most things. Streaming, I have found I'm fairly authentic for, but not videos. Videos are so like, they seriously, every recording session is an hour and a half long. I record until I physically cannot speak anymore because I'm too dehydrated and my throat is too dry and I'm too like, it is pain. It is pain, and I need to not do it. So where does that put us, friend? Where does that put us, friendo? We already did the channel update. Can we talk about something else? We already talked about this, right? Not really, because even when I made that last video talking about how I felt different and how like I don't even remember what I talked about, honestly. If I'm being honest with you, life is such an absolute nauseating whirlwind of I don't even know what, deaths and rebirths, I guess. I don't even know anymore. But the point is, I've been trying to work on my self-image, and that means doing videos differently, because I was doing them for the wrong reasons. I was not enjoying them. I don't know if I even enjoy doing this. I really don't. Like, I know so little about myself. I feel like those of you who I'm not going to spoil JoJo. I was going to do JoJo spoilers, but basically there is a character in a part of JoJo that I've not finished reading yet, so don't say anything, who doesn't really remember much, who's just kind of figuring himself out. He doesn't even know if he's good or bad. Also, he has some, like, there's some... I don't know. I don't even want to edit this. Like, I have recorded so many videos, guys. I have recorded so many videos. Patreon updates, videos just like this one that were meant to be put on the channel. And they go straight to the graveyard. Like, they go straight to the hard drive just to die there, or the SD card or whatever. Because I've found that when I try to record like this and fall back entirely on personality and not have to... I always felt the need to teach and to fix and to reassure and to help and help and help. But I am not in a position to help. I gotta put my oxygen mask on. I don't know what to tell anybody. Like, if you are taking advice from me, someone who... I don't want to say anything that will get me locked in a very soft, small room, but... like, I have some wisdom to share, that's true, but like, goddamn, it is so hard for me to give advice and mean it and feel good about it, knowing where I'm at as a person. And I am at like the closest thing to rock bottom, right, that you can be at. Like, I genuinely feel like I just survived a plane crash. Like, with what happened in my life and the realizations I have, I realize how close I truly came to permanently slipping into the mindset that I was in. And every day of this last, like, however long it's been since I realized that, I've just been grateful, because I don't even know where to begin in explaining how fucked I've been just mentally for my entire life. I didn't even grasp the full depth of it until recently. I mean, we are talking layers and layers and layers of generational trauma that have been placed on my fucking shoulders. We are talking like a number of just like, I don't even know where to begin. And this whole time I thought I was getting better, and I thought I was normal, and I thought I was growing up. But honest to God, I have been completely frozen as a fucking child for, I don't know, 15 years. And everything that I do has been motivated by this sense of self-preservation that has come from the trauma controlling my life and my behavior, and the masking controlling my life and my behavior. And I have no idea who the hell is underneath all that. I really don't. I genuinely could not tell you the first thing about myself, other than that I like, yeah, you know what? Like, if you understand, if you, you know what? No, I'm walking that back. If you genuinely don't understand where I'm at right now, if you genuinely do not understand what it feels like to be to feel like you are a pile of components that used to be a person, and that could be a person, but right now you're just a pile of loose fucking parts, and you don't know shit, and you don't remember shit, you don't remember your childhood, you don't remember how you truly actually feel about it. If you don't know how this feels, you are either so lucky, or destined to feel it at some point in the future, or screwed. One of those three things. Because that means you are either privileged on a journey of self-discovery like I am, which God help you, or doomed to be unaware of the fact that you're fucked up. And honestly, you could be listening to this right now and not even have that resonate with you despite being exactly where I was. So many people tried to tell me, so many people in so many ways, in their videos just like this one, in passing conversation, in personal friendships, in heart-to-heart talks, tried to signal to me, there is another way to live. You are doing it wrong. You have no self-respect. You need to start from the ground up. You need to build yourself. And I just completely ignored it. I thought that's what I was doing. But no, I was getting deeper and deeper in the problem. I was creating more problems by trying to tough it out and force myself to be the closest thing to comfortable that I could be. But that's just not how you're supposed to do it. It's not. And I'm realizing that now. So, with that being said, this little journey of self-growth has been an absolute terrifying nightmare, but also a ton of fun, because I imagine like never understanding the concept of having fun, like for yourself, like just like having like being like, I'm gonna have fun, like setting out with the express purpose of entertaining yourself and enjoying it, and not stressing about it, and not worrying about the outcome, and not worrying about what other people are going to think about it. That's what I did this weekend for the first time in a long time, and I broke down crying. What I did is I made myself apple cider from scratch. I bought apples and an orange and spices, and I cored the apples myself. Like, I don't cook. The most sophisticated thing that I can make is grilled cheese, and that's hard for me. Like, it's hard for me to get to a mental state where I am prepared to make grilled cheese. It's a big commitment. So for me to make apple cider from scratch, a 6 or so hour project that involves cooking techniques that I don't even understand, like coring an apple. Absolute undertaking. But I did it because I wanted that goddamn apple cider. I did it alone, by myself, without really leaning on anyone. And the closest thing to reaching out to someone else for approval that I did was like asking my girlfriend, like pretty much, hey, can I use ground allspice instead of whole? And then she was like, yeah, and then I was fine. Whereas normally during a project, I would literally just have my tendrils in everyone's brains. Even like when it comes to making individual videos, I'm like bouncing things off of people for approval, like looking around, wondering like, am I doing this right? Like, not doing it for me, doing it because I want to be doing the right thing. Not the case with apple cider. You do not make apple cider because it's the right thing to do. You make apple cider because you want to fucking make it. And I fucking made it. And I, again, just fucking cried because I realized halfway through that I was having fun and that I was proud of myself, and that beginning to end, it was just me living and enjoying an experience. And the good side of that is that it was a beautiful moment. The bad side of that is realizing that most people's lives are composed of mostly moments like that. And for me to make apple cider for myself and have that be such a big experience in my life that I am trying not to cry recording a video about it, and that when I remembered how it made me felt when I would feel I'm messing up my English over it. It's crazy. That's how powerful this apple cider was. But for real, for that to be such a moving experience is really sad, because all the things in life that I was supposed to enjoy that much, I didn't. You know, all the little things, you know, most of childhood, most of high school, the experience of getting a first car, a first job, you know, dating. Like, I've made everything into trauma that it didn't need to be, because I've just spent my whole life hurt and not knowing better. So, yeah, apple cider, glad I did it. So I will be setting out in the future to do more things that I enjoy for the sake of doing them. I've never really consumed, and maybe leave suggestions in the comments for this. I've never really consumed media for the sake of it. The last thing I really did was I played Cyberpunk. I sat down and played Cyberpunk, but even then I was like doing it less for me and more because I wanted to maybe make a Let's Play of it. I've ruined all media for myself because I feel like I have to take it in with someone else. I can't just go watch something and enjoy something by myself. And I'm going to start doing that more often. And I'm going to try to find some value and some security in existing alone with myself and doing things that I like and reminding my brain that, hey, you can do things and you can not feel stressed about them and they can go well, even though you didn't stress and you didn't prepare and it was just you and you were all alone. You can do things and it will be fine. That's the message. That is the message that I need to deliver to myself. And that is going to take me a long time, but I'm working on it. And tonight's plan was, for one, not to record. The last thing I needed to do was to record a video because I'm trying to recover from that. But I just felt the strength to do it out of nowhere and the desire to talk about this. I actually kind of wanted to talk about my mommy issues a little bit, but this just felt like more fun. And if I had scripted this video, I would have scripted it to talk about mommy issues, and then I would have been stuck talking about it, and I would have realized 5-10 minutes into recording that I didn't want to talk about it, and then I would have wanted to stop talking about it, but I would have known that if I didn't record the video, then I wouldn't record a video at all, and then there would be no video, and I'd be stressed about that. So I would essentially be holding myself at emotional gunpoint to record a video about a topic that I'm not comfortable talking about right now. That is how recording usually goes for me. But instead, we are talking about apple cider. Like, comment, and subscribe. Genuinely, if this actual fucking content right now is fine, if you think this is fine, if you're having a fun time, we need to summon the troops. We need to summon the goddamn hordes, okay? Because this is the shit I want to make. And I don't even just want to stop here. If I'm gonna make shit, I'm gonna make fun shit. I'm gonna fucking point the camera at my kitchen and cook something and walk over to the camera and talk to you from time to time. And we're not going to talk about being trans. We're not going to talk about our mental health. We are going to exist as people together and fucking vibe. Because that's what people fucking do. It is not normal to spend as much time as I have spent in my life contemplating and philosophizing. I'm sorry, but anyone who loves philosophy, absolute fucking masochist. That is not good for you. You need to live in the moment. Stop. I know you think that you are going to reach some kind of enlightenment, but no. Philosophy is designed to fulfill your brain's short-term emotional need to feel like it's right, and release those chemicals, and you feel like you're getting somewhere because every time you make a new revelation about the greater meaning, you feel more secure because you get those brain chemicals. It's not true. Inner worth first, okay? I told myself that I was not going to try to teach lessons to people who probably had their shit together better than me, but if your shit's so far apart that you don't even know that lesson, because mine was until very recently, you're welcome. So, with that, I've given you the 18 minutes and 51 seconds that I allocated for this, and yes, that's how long I've been recording. Let's see if I edit this or not. And with that, I will go. I will go into the night to consume the media for funsies. Probably Steins Gate, maybe? I don't know. I watched it when I was like fucking 15 and liked it, so surely it's good, right? Anyway, catch you guys later. No big thoughts to end this one. Just have some goddamn self-respect, okay? Do your best. Bye. I'm gonna click the button now. Click the button.